Imagine waking up one morning, stepping out of bed at 82 years old, and feeling a gentle wave of energy pulsing through your body instead of the usual stiffness. You take a deep, satisfying breath and notice a lighter spring in your step. This isn't a fantasy. This was exactly how my neighbor Carol felt when she discovered a handful of gentle exercises that changed her life. It wasn't always this way. Just a year ago, Carol would groan at the thought of walking down the driveway to get her mail. Her legs felt like lead, her heart would pound with the slightest exertion, and the fear of overexerting herself often kept her from doing much of anything active. She was caught in a cycle of avoiding exercise, which only weakened her heart further. Yet everything turned around when she found a few low-impact ways to boost her cardio health. Every day, thousands of people over 65 silently grapple with worries about heart health. In many cases, the simple act of climbing stairs or walking around the grocery store can feel daunting. Doctors prescribe medication, children and grandchildren offer well-meaning advice, but the underlying dread remains. What if my heart isn't strong enough? What if I end up losing my independence? These fears can linger in the back of your mind, creating anxiety that might cause you to avoid the very activities that could help strengthen your body. And the stakes are high. A weak heart can lead to reduced mobility, sudden hospital visits, and days or weeks of recovery that feel like an eternity. The reality is, the longer you wait, the more you risk allowing your world to shrink, until it becomes just your living room chair and the few steps you can manage around the house. But today, I'm here to share a different vision for your future. One where you confidently stroll through a park, breathe in the fresh morning air, or even keep pace with your grandchildren for a short game of tag. Over the next few minutes, we'll explore 6 low-impact cardio ideas you can start using right away to build a stronger heart and regain that feeling of vitality. Each idea might surprise you because it challenges some of the misconceptions seniors often have about exercise, like thinking you need to pound the pavement or sweat buckets to really do your heart any good. Stay with me until the end, because the final method we discuss is something almost no one knows about. Yet it could be the single most crucial step toward a more active, fulfilling life. These insights aren't just my personal opinion. They reflect what heart health specialists are finally recognizing about seniors who maintain longevity and vitality well into their 80s and 90s. After observing many older adults who defy expectations, specialists and researchers alike are agreeing that the key lies in gentle consistency rather than sudden bursts of strenuous activity. Before we go any further, I invite you to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications if you haven't already. We regularly share practical health and lifestyle tips tailored for older adults, and we want you to stay updated. And if at the end of this video you find these tips valuable, just type 1 in the comments. If you don't find them helpful, type 0 so I know how to improve. Your feedback means a lot to me, and it helps us refine the content we create for you. Now let's dive into these 6 low-impact cardio ideas that can help keep your heart strong long after 65. Each one challenges conventional wisdom, reveals a common misconception, and offers you real-life examples of seniors who've turned their lives around by embracing these gentle but powerful exercises. By the time we reach the last tip, you'll be armed with a complete toolkit to nurture and protect one of your most precious assets, your heart. The first approach is something most people overlook because it seems almost too simple to be effective. Yet it holds the power to give you a daily energy boost, sustain heart health, and help you maintain a positive outlook as you go about your day. Let's explore it in detail. I like to call this first method the morning stroll reset. You've likely been told your whole life that if you want a good workout, you need to sweat and push your limits. But the truth is, short, relaxed morning walks can be an incredibly powerful way to strengthen your heart without straining your joints. Many seniors think, if I'm not out of breath, I'm not getting any cardio benefit. This misconception often leads them to attempt brisk, exhausting walks, or worse, decide not to walk at all because they can't manage that pace. Consider Edward, who's 70. For years, he believed a proper workout had to leave him panting. Every January, he'd decide to get serious about exercise and speed walk around the neighborhood, but the exhaustion left him dreading his next session. Inevitably, by February, he'd stop altogether. Last spring, after talking to a fitness coach who specialized in senior wellness, Edward began walking at a leisurely pace around his block each morning. At first, he was skeptical. The slow stroll felt too easy. Yet something surprising happened over the next month. His endurance gradually improved, and he noticed that his heart rate stayed in a healthy range without spiking. His morning walks left him feeling energized for the rest of the day. The counterintuitive truth is that you don't have to walk fast or far to see results. In fact, short, gentle walks can help your body transition from rest to activity more smoothly. The steady movement circulates blood, helps regulate blood pressure, and reduces stress, a crucial factor in heart health that's often overlooked. If you want to try this yourself, set aside just 10 minutes each morning to walk around your neighborhood or even up and down your driveway if that feels safer. Increase the time or distance gradually as you get comfortable. The emotional payoff is huge. You'll feel less anxious about your heart and more confident in your mobility, which can translate to a greater sense of independence and control over your day. Imagine greeting the sunrise while you take those calm, measured steps. The air is fresh, the world is quiet, and you feel your heart beating steadily, reassuring you that with every movement, you're taking steps toward a stronger, more capable version of yourself. That's how you can start your day with hope instead of worry. Now on to our second strategy, which is all about movement without the usual stress on your joints. There's a widespread myth that only vigorous cardio can really keep the heart in shape. But let's challenge that idea right now. I call this one water wonders. Most people assume water exercise is only for those who already have significant joint pain or injuries. But the fact is, exercising in water can give your heart a healthy challenge without the impact you'd feel on land. Many seniors believe that they need to go to a gym or sign up for rigorous aquatic aerobics classes. That can be intimidating. The truth is, you don't have to do a full class or keep up with anyone else's pace to benefit from water activities. Simply walking around a pool's shallow end can significantly bolster your cardiovascular health. Take Dolores, who is 76. She always loved swimming in her youth, but gave it up when her knees began to ache in her 60s. She worried that pool exercises would be too complicated and that she'd stand out as the old lady who can't keep up. Then she discovered that she could start by literally just walking in waist-high water. On her first day, she spent 5 minutes pacing from one end of the pool to the other. It felt soothing rather than strenuous. Over time, her stamina increased, and so did her confidence. Before she knew it, she was incorporating light arm movements and even gentle kicks with a float for support. The buoyancy relieved pressure on her joints, allowing her to focus on gradually strengthening her heart and muscles. Today, Dolores says her heart feels more robust, and she's experiencing better balance when she's out of the water too. Water's natural resistance supports your body weight and reduces strain on your knees and hips, while still giving your heart and lungs a solid workout. One actionable step is to find a local community center or pool during times when it's less crowded. Spend 10 to 15 minutes simply walking in the shallow end, swinging your arms gently. If you feel stable, try holding on to the pool edge and doing gentle leg lifts. You'll discover that time can pass quickly and you'll exit the pool feeling refreshed, not drained. The emotional benefit? You feel proud of yourself for attempting something new, and the water itself often brings a sense of calm that can help reduce stress levels. A double bonus for your heart. If you're still here with me after these first 2 tips, I'd love to know you're finding this information helpful. Comment 2 below to show that you're still watching, and let me know if you've tried morning walks or pool exercises before. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's the simplest way to stay connected and keep your heart health journey on track. Let's move on to our third idea. This one might seem unusual at first glance, but it's proven to be surprisingly effective for seniors. I like to refer to it as chair dance rhythms. People often assume that dancing means high-energy movements or quick footwork. That assumption keeps many older adults from exploring dance at all. But the misconception is that you have to be on your feet, spinning around to get cardiovascular benefits. The reality? Even seated dance moves can elevate your heart rate and spark joy. Meet Harold, 79, a retired music teacher who missed the lively feeling of tapping his foot to a good tune. After he developed balance issues, he believed dancing was out of the question. Then he stumbled on a simple concept: dancing in a chair. He'd play his favorite big band songs, sit upright in a sturdy chair, and move his arms, torso, and legs to the beat. No standing required. At first it felt a bit silly, but Harold quickly noticed his heart rate increasing in a comfortable, controlled way. His arms became stronger from waving them around, and his core muscles got a workout from twisting in time with the music. But more than anything, the music lifted his spirits. He found that he'd finish each session with a smile on his face, feeling more alive than he had in a long while. The surprising truth is that traditional dance steps aren't mandatory for a healthy cardiovascular boost. What really matters is getting your heart pumping steadily, and coordinated upper body movement can do just that. So cue up some of your favorite songs, sit in a chair with good posture, and let your arms and legs sway or tap in any way that feels natural. To step this up a notch, you can hold light hand weights, or even soup cans, to add gentle resistance. The emotional benefit can't be overstated. It's a chance to reconnect with music you love, spark memories that bring you joy, and stay mentally engaged with the rhythm. Plus, you'll gain the satisfaction of knowing that every beat helps strengthen your heart. Picturing yourself dancing to old favorites might evoke happy nostalgia, perhaps recalling a wedding you attended or a night out with friends in your youth. That emotional energy can be incredibly motivating, turning what might seem like just another exercise into a moment of playful fun. Now for our fourth approach, gentle cycling at home. Many seniors think that riding a stationary bike is boring or only for people in professional rehab. But it's time to question that. The common misconception is that you need a fancy gym bike or to pedal intensely. The real key is moderate, consistent pedaling. You don't even have to leave your living room. Consider Maria, 74. She purchased a simple, compact pedal machine, those small devices you can place on the floor in front of your chair, and started cycling for 5-minute intervals twice a day. She was amazed at how quickly her breathing and heart rate adjusted to this routine. Because the device was so convenient, she had no excuses. Rainy days, cold weather, or feeling too tired to head out were no longer obstacles. Within a couple of weeks, Maria noticed she had more energy to stand and cook in the kitchen without feeling winded. Her legs gained strength, and she felt a noticeable improvement in her overall stamina. The surprising insight here is that you don't need to pedal as though you're in a marathon. Gentle, steady cycling can be enough to keep your heart in a healthy range. An easy way to get started is to find a stable chair, place a portable pedal machine beneath your feet, and pedal slowly while you watch your favorite program or listen to an audiobook. Don't worry if you can only manage a few minutes at a time. The cumulative effect of regular mini sessions can be powerful for heart health. The immediate emotional benefit? Knowing that you took a tangible step to care for yourself without the intimidation factor of going to a gym. Over time, you'll feel a growing sense of control over your health, which can translate into greater independence and confidence in your daily life. Before I share the fifth method, let me do a quick check-in. If you're still engaged in picking up valuable tips, comment 4 below, letting me know you're with me after hearing about these first 4 techniques. Your involvement keeps this conversation alive and helps me understand what resonates most with you. Next up is an approach that focuses on synchronizing breath with movement. I'm talking about easy Tai Chi flow. Tai Chi is often considered a martial art, which can sound intimidating. But people who haven't tried it often miss out on its low-impact cardio benefits because they think it's just slow dancing. The misconception? That you won't really improve heart health without faster, sweat-inducing exercise? The reality? Tai Chi's slow-flowing motions demand consistent breath control and balanced posture, which helps stimulate circulation and gently elevate your heart rate. Take Sarah, who's 68, and had been dealing with high blood pressure and stress-related insomnia. She hesitated to join a Tai Chi class, thinking it was only for martial arts enthusiasts. Eventually, curiosity got the better of her. On her first day, she felt awkward trying to follow the graceful movements, but she noticed a sense of calm wash over her. The instructor emphasized deep, rhythmic breathing, which helped Sarah slow down mentally too. Within a month, she reported feeling more stable on her feet and more at peace in general. That calm state carried over into her daily life. She found she was less reactive to small inconveniences and even slept better. Her doctor noticed an improvement in her blood pressure at the next checkup, something Sarah attributes to the consistent, gentle cardio effect of Tai Chi combined with its stress-busting nature. What's surprising is the mental clarity you gain while engaging in these slow, purposeful movements. You're not just exercising your body, you're also calming your mind, which reduces stress hormones that constrain the heart. If you want to give it a try, search for a beginner-friendly Tai Chi video online or see if your community center offers a class tailored for seniors. Wear comfortable clothes, move at your own pace, and focus on your breathing. Even 10 minutes a day can make a difference. The emotional benefit? A serene sense of control over both your body and mind, which can add a sense of stability to all aspects of your life. We're now down to the final tip, one that tends to surprise people the most. If you're still here and ready for it, comment 6 below to let me know you've stuck around. Every time I share this approach, I see a spark of excitement because it feels accessible, even for those who have serious mobility concerns. I call it guided nature moves. Most of us believe you have to stand or walk to truly get a cardio workout. But what if your body isn't up for sustained standing or walking? The misconception is that sitting still offers zero cardiovascular benefit. The truth is more nuanced. By adding intentional movements that mimic nature's rhythms, you can gently raise your heart rate and calm your mind, all while seated. Picture Arthur, age 80, who suffers from arthritis in his hips. He thought his days of meaningful exercise were over because simply standing up for too long caused discomfort. Then he discovered a nature-inspired routine. He'd sit outside on his porch, weather permitting, or near an open window. Closing his eyes, he'd envision the swaying of tree branches in a light breeze. He'd move his arms in a waving motion overhead, as if they were branches themselves, and gently roll his torso as though following the wind's direction. It's not strictly yoga or Tai Chi, but a hybrid form of gentle motion. As he'd continue for 5 or 6 minutes, his breathing would deepen, and he'd feel his heartbeat accelerate just a bit. Over time, this became a mini cardio session, a moment that also connected him with nature and reduced stress. The surprising benefit is that focusing on the imagery of trees, waves, or even a field of tall grass can distract you from any physical discomfort, helping you move more fluidly. One simple step to get started is to sit upright in a chair. Envision a scene in nature you find comforting and let your arms and upper body mimic the motions you imagine. If you have limited shoulder mobility, keep the movement small. Remember, it's the continuous flow that gently engages your heart and lungs. The emotional takeaway? A sense of harmony between your body and the natural world, which can be incredibly grounding and hopeful. You've now gathered 6 powerful yet gentle ways to maintain and even improve your heart health after 65. Let's take a moment to reflect on this journey. You've learned about morning strolls that reset your day, water exercises that protect your joints, fun chair dance routines that spark joy, easy in-home cycling that fits right under your feet, stress-melting Tai Chi flows, and guided nature movements that unify body and mind. Imagine how different your life could look if you consistently practiced even just 1 or 2 of these approaches. You might find yourself breathing easier when you climb stairs, feeling more upbeat as you plan activities with loved ones, or simply enjoying a calmer mind and a stronger heart. But knowing these methods is only half the battle. Taking action is crucial. If you postpone trying these out, you risk slipping into old habits of inactivity and the fear that comes with it. In just a few weeks or months, that fear could turn into real limitations. On the other hand, if you start today, you could begin to notice small but meaningful changes, like better circulation, improved mood, and that wonderful sense of confidence that comes from moving your body in a healthy way. So think about which of these 6 tips resonates most with you. Do you see yourself taking a quiet morning walk? Or are you more intrigued by the idea of chair dancing to your favorite tunes? Maybe the pool is calling your name, or you can't wait to try a beginner's Tai Chi video. Pick one method that feels the easiest or most exciting, and plan to do it at least 3 times this coming week. Picture yourself greeting each day with that fresh burst of possibility, your heart growing stronger, your mind lighter, and your spirit more hopeful. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment and share the one thing you learned here that you're most excited to try. Is it water walking, or do you want to give those guided nature movements a go? Your feedback not only helps other viewers see what's possible, but it also keeps our community strong and supportive. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share this content with anyone else who might benefit, maybe a friend or family member who's also looking to strengthen their heart in a gentle, accessible way. Your interaction, your likes, comments, and shares helps us continue creating content that informs and inspires. Remember, you hold more power than you might realize. Small, consistent actions can lead to life-changing results, especially when it comes to your heart health. There's so much life to be lived and so much joy to be found in the simple act of moving your body. Whenever you feel doubt creeping in, recall Carol's story, or Dolores's, or Harold's. They weren't professional athletes. They were simply seniors who decided that life had more to offer than sitting on the sidelines. I believe in your potential to create a healthier, more vibrant future for yourself. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I can't wait to hear about your progress. Here's to your health, your heart, and the countless bright tomorrows waiting for you.